I work in the advertising and marketing industry, and Danube as a brand has really invested a lot in advertising and is seen across various media. And I have had my own association with Danube in a very small way. For 6 months, I was helping in the Facebook social marketing for Danube. I would like to ask about your e-commerce venture, Danube Direct, because when it started, I used to get on constant updates, etc. But it kind of slowed down, and but I feel the product is great because what you're offering, no one else is offering in the market, like a Souk.com or even a Souker or whatever. But
DanubeDirect.com was the brainchild of my son, Adil. He was the one who started this company. And unfortunately for him, what happened was I entrusted with him of a bigger responsibility of the Danube Bilmart. Today he is handling a much bigger operation, which is the Danube Bilmart, the retail arm of it. So he's not able to get time to actually, redirect it and get it. But every time when we meet, we are thinking that we should start it again. Very soon you will find that the Danube Direct also will come into action. So that is the reason you're finding that little bit slow has happened.
Hi, sir. Hi. Often we hear the great thought leadership things that our guests here say, but it's seldom we get to know what's behind you. What's the wheel that's in front of you when you're driving, for example. So we'd like to quickly know which are your favorite brands, what you like to indulge in. Basically, what's your indulgence? So if I can quickly start off, what's your favorite car brand and what do you love to drive?
I've been a fan of Range Rover for a long time. So for the last 10 years, I've been driving Range Rover. Every 3 years, I have my new Range Rover.
So what about your Rolls Royce, sir?
I have a Rolls Royce. It's been gifted to me by my brother on my birthday. But I don't really fancy that much. It's there when I go for some big parties or something like that. Okay. But I prefer to drive my Range Rover.
What about, I know this must be a silly question, but with the kind of schedule that you have, you might not be getting that much time to travel for pleasure. But what are your favorite holiday destinations, if you have any? If you have time to travel, that is.
But we have time. Every year we travel. Me and my wife, we make sure that we travel at least 10 to 15 days. And the favorite holiday destination is Switzerland. We love Switzerland. We keep going every now and then.
Do you have any favorite books, and do you watch a lot of movies? If so, which are your favorite ones?
I'm not more into books right now. I used to have earlier read John Grisham and all that. But right now, if you ask me, I watch Hindi Bollywood movies. Whenever we get a time, all the family, we go to watch a movie. The last one was the Chennai Express, the Lungi Raj.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I loved it.
Okay, all right. And your style statement, one thing that's well known about you is your style statement. Wherever you go, you like to make a mark. Even today, you've dressed a very sporty outlook, and you don't dress like too many other CEOs do. What's your mantra when you talk about your fashion sense?
Till today, I sing a song in the bathroom, which, I would like to share over here. It's in Hindi, then I will little bit translate into English. दुनिया में रहना है तो काम कर प्यारे, हर सुबह नया कोई काम कर प्यारे, वरना ये दुनिया जीने नहीं देंगी, खाने नहीं देंगी, पीने नहीं देंगी. So in English, if I have to translate, if you want to live in this society, you need to work, keep working, and keep working, keep doing something new every day. If you do not work, if you do not do something new, this society will not allow you to live and survive properly.
And finally, to end off, are you a gadget fan? Do you like a lot of gadgets, mobile phones, tablets? Are you into that kind of stuff?
I'm not that technical savvy, but I always try to get hold of the latest iPads or the mobile phones. But again, I go back to the old one which I had,
Okay. Thank you so much. I'll turn things back to you, Tariq. Thank you.
If we were to make a movie about you, sir, who would be the actor who would play Rizwan?
Who would be the actor?
Who would play you?
I think Amitabh Bachchan.
Okay. Okay, so we've got Amitabh.
No, I'm not an Amitabh, but if you have to make a movie, who will act in the younger one and the older one?
Okay, fine. Yeah. You sort of. And who'd be your wife?
My wife will be Priyanka Chopra. I would rather have a much younger lady,
Okay.
If she has to be a heroine.
So you have a little bit of competition. Priyanka just happens to be Miss World and Miss Everything. So, if you were to write an extending from what My friend was saying, if you were to write a book about your life, what would it be called? What would be the name of your book? Just Build It? Actually, that's not a bad one. Actually,
What is that?
Just Build It.
Just Build It. Yeah,
Yeah.
nice one.
Yeah,
Good one.
just-
Thank you.
Thank you. And
Thank you. It's a very nice suggestion.
actually, yeah, it would be great. Danube, just build it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just like Nike, just do it. So, well done. Thank you very much. He's a marketing man. I guess
Yeah.
that's what it is. You're at the pinnacle of your life. And we'd like to move forward in our final phase of our lives for the next 20, 30, 40 years. What are the few things that you want to do deep down? What do you want to do?
Very important is of course, you do your business, which is very important, but most important is you do something for the society where after you're gone, the society remembers you. So whatever, we have just started recently one Danube Welfare Center where we are teaching, because we used to get a lot of requirement that give my brother this job, give my sister this job or something like that. And it was practically not possible for us to give a job to everybody. And then we realized that the blue-collar people, they are very efficient, they are very good at work, but because of they are not able to learn English, they cannot move forward. So first thing we started was in our own company, we are teaching all the blue-collar people or the English. And then I said to myself that why only in the company? We opened now the Danube Welfare Center in 3 locations, Sharjah, Dubai, and in Jebel Ali, where more than 150 people who are studying English free of cost. We provide them transport also. Samir is the one who is handling that project, who is here. So we are very happy because today, this blue-collar worker, if he is working for his life, he is getting a salary of 1,000 to 1,500 dirhams. But if he speaks English and he is promoted as a supervisor or he is promoted as a checker, his salary can go up to 2,000, 2,500 dirhams. And that's a big, big jump for them. So I believe that's a wonderful. And I would rather do something or the other like this, to coming back to your question, that where the people after you die remember you, that other than the money, this man also helped the society in some or the other way.
Okay.
It's just a family party. Next day, we are not able to report to the office. I work in the same company.
Right.
But I see Mr. Rizwan on the table, 9:30, he's there. I just wonder where he gets this energy from.
She's my sister, so that's why she knows my lifestyle. My first inning starts at 9:30 to 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. And after 7 o'clock, I always call it my second inning. Naveen Bhai was also my friend. He knows that any party, most of the parties which I have called, I'm always there. And this party sometimes goes till 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. But majority of the people, when they go to the party second day, they are not able to perform in the morning. But somehow, I don't know, I get up, I am able to sleep only 5 hours. And in the morning, I will go for my swim. And again, I'm fresh back to my job in the morning.
So keeping a discipline of exercise
Absolutely,
and that balance.
That's very important. I mean, exercise is very, very important if you want to. I also take a power nap in the afternoon, so that keeps me going till the late in the night.
I want to ask Mr. Radwan, we are really, really very, very proud and happy to hear your story. Alhamdulillah. I want to ask Mr. Radwan, when you were
Small child.
small, yes, did somebody notice in your family or expect that you will, from your behavior, that you will be an important person?
I don't think so. At that particular time, anybody noticed that I'm going to be building the big brand like Danube over here. But from the beginning, I was always wanting to do something or the sales, even to make that small money of mine. So, but if you ask my question at that particular time, no, I did not realize, or nobody in the family did realize that we're going to be that big. Thank you.
So has that thing made you more of a consistent contributor to charitable organizations?
Absolutely, because when the responsibilities fall on you and you have nothing but to make sure that the responsibilities you have to adhere to it, that makes you more stronger. And this will apply to anybody. I mean, if you are forced in a situation where you have to take care of your family, then you don't have any support, you will go back and do that for your family.
Mr. Rizwan, thank you for coming tonight and inspiring us all. My question for you tonight is, obviously you've built your empire on building materials. And the question I want to ask is, how important is the love for whatever industry that you're in order to build an empire like this? Like you started in Kuwait with, it was coincidental that you started, your uncle called you, and then he put you in the building material empire, and then he, in his own company, and then you came here, and you were able to follow the same path. So is it just the case of you were lucky to be in something, and you're just an entrepreneur who can spread out to other things? Or, you know, could you, for example, do the same thing if you were in an automotive industry? Could you do the same thing if you were in a ceramic industry? Do the traits of the entrepreneur spread everywhere, or is it just that you were dedicated to the building industry, that's why you are so successful now?
No, I think because of the training which I got in the building material industry that I was able to do. But if my uncle had taught me the electronic business, probably I would have been doing the electronic business. So it's basically the foundation which was given to me. We capitalize on that without getting distracted into other industry. So if whatever business to the question which I'm asking, that whatever business, if it was taught to me earlier, I would probably do the same thing.
It's something we always do. We ask this question because it really ends the evening and we are celebrating your life. Imagine today is Rizwan's 90th birthday and we've all come here to celebrate his life. What will we be celebrating? Because you're already at your peak, you've got another 40 years to go. What will we be saying about you today?
When you reach at that stage, I'm tomorrow attending somebody's 75th birthday, a very important person in our community, Mr. Lal. And basically, what you want is that when you reach even at that stage, you are able to command the respect of your family, of your people around you, of the society, that they treat you in that right manner, that this Rizwan was not only for making money, he was there for all of us whenever we needed. That's the very important thing.
Again, thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing you at our next event.
And thank you to SME for giving me this opportunity to come over here. It's a great, great opportunity. Thank you, Qureshi. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.